What is going on? It's your boy Endless, checking back in with another video. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up this phone here. This is a ZTE phone. Down in the description below we'll tell you a little bit more about the make and model of it, but I just want to show you guys what settings I recommend for this phone and how to set it up, because this phone has a lot of bloatware on it and there's a lot of stuff that you just don't need on this phone. And it's a good phone overall. I mean, it's Android 7.1, but when you first log in and everything, there's a lot of bloatware in my opinion, and some of it you can remove, some of it you can't. But let's go on ahead and get into it. So first, when you receive the phone, or if it's been reset, you'll see here welcome. We're going to click on let's go. It's going to ask you if you want to set up. We're going to do set up as a new device. It's going to search for your Wi-Fi, and then you want to go on ahead and connect to your Wi-Fi, whichever one is closest to you. All right, now that you've went on ahead and connected to it, it'll say it's checking for updates. You just have to wait a couple minutes. All right, and now it will ask you to sign into your Google account. I recommend, you can sign in with your personal one if you want, but for this one, I'm just going to use a dummy profile to start it up and show you guys everything. But log in with your Google account that you want to use. Right, after you log in with your email, you'll go on ahead and just click through, scroll all the way down here. Yes, I'm in. Click I agree. And then it'll load up again. And this process does take a minute to set up. Then on this here, you'll select if you want a pin or not. I recommend doing not now. Then click skip anyway. On this will just go over all the Google settings and all that. You can leave all that. Click next. I'll ask you about Google Assistant. I don't like Google Assistant on this personally. Click continue. Blah, 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 blah. Click on give your new assistant permission to help you. If you want assistant, you can click turn on, but I'm clicking no thanks, and then it'll finish up. Now it says set up and transfer. Personally, if you don't have an AT&T account and you're not using this for a phone, you're just using it just to run apps with, you won't need this at all. But just click on next and then skip. And click next. It's going to ask you to download some apps or something. Like I said, I don't recommend doing all that. You just want the bare minimum on this phone. Click skip right here. It'll say it looks like you're skipping setup, and put exit. Then click next, and boom, you are in the phone. You've made it through that process. It'll say welcome, it's your widgets and settings and stuff like that. Click got it. And the first thing that you want to go on ahead and do is, which I recommend doing, is get rid of Google right there, this thing. Click remove. If you want the weather there and time, you can keep that. I get rid of that too. Then you want to click on apps, and you want to scroll down to settings right here. You want to add this onto your wallpaper. So I'm going to click on settings. You want to scroll down to sound. Now you want to scroll down to other sounds, and you want to turn all these off. Make sure all those are to the left. This will help the phone run a little bit smoother. Then hit your back button. Back button again. Then we're going to go up to display. We're going to click on sleep. We're going to click 30 minutes on this. Then you want to hit the back button and scroll down to apps. These are all the apps that are in here. First one, let's get rid of Amazon Shopping. Disable app. After that, you hit the back button. You want to do AT&T Call Protect, same thing. Disable app. Hit the back button down here. Click on Cloud Print. You want to disable that. Hit the back button. See, it's saying disabled. And if you want to, up here on all apps, if you click on that, click on enabled, and this will only show the ones that you have enabled on here. So click on sound recorder, disable that one also, so we won't be needing that. So you may notice later on some games have installed. You want to check on this if it says that you're running out of memory, because like I said, there's a lot of bloatware. You can hook up an external SD card in here so that you can get additional storage, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is an option, and it'll work. But if you don't have that as an option, you want to make sure you go through this checklist. So we're going to scroll down to Facebook, click on that, click disable, because we don't need access to Facebook for what we're using this for. Hit the back button, keep scrolling down, and stuff is still downloading. Lookout security, you want to click on that, disable app. My AT&T, disable. Setup and transfer, click on that, disable. WPS Office, I'm going to click on that, click on disable. Visual voicemail, disable that. Keep up here, you want to click on that, disable. And like I said, these are just the recommendations of things I recommend doing of disabling this stuff, because you're not going to need them. It's just bloatware, especially if you're using this just for running certain applications like CryptoTab, or just mining with the phone. You don't need all this stuff. It's just bloatware. Now, it will take a little while for all these apps to install. I would say overall, depending on your internet speed, is how long it takes for these to auto install. But this phone's been sitting here for about 3 hours now. I'm on a very slow internet connection, so yours may download quicker. But these are just a couple more apps. So just in case you're like, hey, I checked this once earlier and now it just continues to download apps. But let me show you a couple more to get rid of. CNN, uninstall. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi, uninstall. Bleacher Report, Candy Crush, DirecTV, Drive Mode, you want to disable that. HBO Max, NBA, games, this game right here, the Woodoku, and like I said, you just have to run through here, because this phone, like I said, it does have a little bit of bloatware, but if you can remove all those apps after they install, then you should be good to go. I'm pretty sure this one is completely clear now. All right, the other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn the lock screen off. So, when you lock and unlock it, turn the screen off, you want to press and hold unlock here, and go on down to, you can go here at set your lock screen suggestions right here, click on that, and you want to click on none, and boom. So now when you lock or unlock your screen, you go right back where it's at. Anyway, as you can see here, just the phone by itself uses 5.43 gigabytes out of 8 gigs. So, but anyway, go on ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are the changes that I recommend making on this phone. Go on ahead and use it, have fun with it. And if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. It's your boy Endless. Like and subscribe. Peace.